If you know everything about manifestation, but you don't apply this, then all your efforts will go to waste. And this is what Neville Goddard said in The Power of Awareness, Chapter 18. You must be a doer of the word, not just a hearer. So you can learn about all the techniques, gather all the info that you want, but if you don't apply it, then you're actually not doing anything good. You're just spinning your wheels. You're just jumping from one video to another, from one technique to another, without actually implementing that into your life. Be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves. For if any be a hearer of the word, and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding his natural face in a glass, and goeth his way, and straightway forgetteth what manner of man he was. But whoso looketh into the perfect law of liberty, and continue therein, he being not a forgetful hearer, but a doer of the work, this man shall be blessed in his deed. The word in this quotation means idea, concept, or desire. You deceive yourself by hearing only. When you expect your desire to be fulfilled through mere wishful thinking, your desire is what you want to be, and looking at yourself in a glass is seeing yourself in imagination as that person. If you know everything about manifestation, but you don't actually use them in your day-to-day life, you can throw all these techniques away because they're up to no good if you don't apply them. And when I say apply them, I mean you do it every single day. You persist in it. And I'm not telling you to force yourself to do it. I'm just telling you to dwell inside and just have a mere assumption that you're already the man or the woman that you want to be. I'm not telling you to just sit down for hours and imagining it. I'm telling you, every day before you go to bed, just imagine that you are the person you want to be. Just be that person. Experience it now. Declare that you are that man, that woman that you want to be. And just stay therein. Identify with the inner man as that person. Disregard the senses, disregard the outer world, and go within and declare yourself to be that person here and now. And just don't look back to the 3D circumstances. Just focus on what you experienced in imagination. Because what you experienced in imagination will be externalized in the outer world anyway. So just dwell within and focus on the feeling state of the thing that you want and sleep in it and watch the miracles happen in your life. Forgetting what manner of man you are is falling to persist in your assumption. The perfect law of liberty is the law which makes possible liberation from limitation. That is the law of assumption. To continue in the perfect law of liberty is to persist in the assumption that your desire is already fulfilled. You are imagining things just to experience it. Don't imagine to try to manifest. Trying is failing. You are being it. You are being it right now. This is why Neville, when he was asked by a person that wants a house what to do, he told him, sleep in the house. He didn't tell him, imagine that you are sleeping there. Just sleep in the house. And this is why Neville, when he was in the army, he imagined himself that he already is there. Already is the key word here. He is there. He slept there. He slept in that house. He slept in his home in New York. And in just like 9 days, I think, he was out of the army and back to his home. So don't just like try to get techniques and whatnot. Be in the state throughout your day. Be in the state as much as possible without forcing anything. Just dwell within you and you will experience the wish fulfilled. You are not a forgetful hearer when you keep the feeling of your wish fulfilled constantly alive in your consciousness. This makes you a doer of the work, and you are blessed in your deed by the inevitable realization of your desire. You must be doers of the law of assumption, for without application, the most profound understanding will not produce any desired result. This is what I told you. You can know about everything about the law of assumption, law of attraction, how manifestation works. Every now and then you go to see a video and you do all that, but if you don't apply what you are hearing and what you are trying to understand, then it's up to no good. You must be in it. You must try it. to know how it works. Let me take that back. You must be in it. You don't try. You just be. You just be in that state. You just be in it to experience it. Frequent reiteration and repetition of important basic truths run through these pages where the law of assumption is concerned, the law that sets man free. This is a good thing. It should be made clear again and again, even at the risk of repetition, because sometimes when you repeat things again and again, they imprint into the subconscious mind. They imprint an impression. They leave an impression onto the subconscious mind. You leave that feeling state that this is the truth. So when you actually hear that again and again and again, at some point, you will want to just do it. Right now, I guess you have that inner feeling that you want to do it. You want to apply these things. You don't just want to close this video and go to another one. And this is what I want you to do. I want you, when you close this video, I want you to dwell within and imagine the feeling of the wish fulfilled. The real truth seeker will welcome this aid in concentrating his attention upon the law which sets him free. The parable of the master's condemnation of the servant who neglected to use the talent given him is clear and unmistakable. Having discovered within yourself the key to the treasure house, you should be like the good servant, who by wise use multiplied by many times the talents entrusted to him. The talent entrusted to you is the power to consciously determine your assumption. The talent not used, like the limb not exercised, withers and finally atrophies. So you should use this law. You should use the law of assumption. You should actually put it into the test. You should try to make yourself convinced that this is what it takes. It takes putting the work in. You should put in the work. You should actually imagine the things that you want to be as already being an accomplished fact. And how you're going to do that is pretty simple. It's just a mere assumption. Assume the things that you want to be. Assume that you are the person that you want to be. Assume that you are that man, that woman that you want to be. It's just as easy as it sounds. What you must strive after is being. You must be in it, being. You are not trying to manifest it. You are being it. You are experiencing it internally. You are experiencing the things that you want to experience in your 3D reality. You are experiencing that, but in your imagination, because this is the projector and this is the movie screen that the movie is being projected on. So change what's in the projector and everything outside will change. I told you that many times, and I'm telling you again. In order to do is necessary to be. The end of yearning is to be. Your concept of yourself can only be driven out of consciousness by another concept of yourself. By creating an ideal in your mind, you can identify yourself with it until you become one, and the same with the ideal, thereby transforming yourself into it. This is why I'm telling you, when you are imagining something, when you are in something, being something, you are becoming one with the inner man. Identify with that inner man. Leave that man in the 3D reality and go within to the inner man, the man that can give you anything you want. Go to that person, go to that man, go to the higher self. Go to the higher self because the higher self is connected to the universal mind, and the universal mind is connected to the mind of God. And this mind is all-knowing. So when you imagine things to be and you are actually thinking feelingly of the thing that you want, you are going to experience it in the 3D reality as well as you experienced it in the imagination. The dynamic prevails over the static, the active over the passive. One who is a doer is magnetic and therefore infinitely more creative than any who merely hear. Be among the doers. Neville here is leaving you a will, is leaving you something that you can change your life with. He's leaving you with the law of assumption, the teachings that he had. He is leaving you with a treasure in your hands that you can use. And all you have to do is actually putting the work and put the law of assumption to the test by being what you want to be right here, right now. Don't wait for tonight to do it. Do it right now and throughout the day until you fall asleep. Sleep in the wish fulfilled and watch the miracles happen in your life. Be a doer, not a hearer. Be a doer and not a hearer. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, subscribe to the channel. Like to reach more people. Tell me down below in the comments, what do you want to see next? Check out the ebook in the description box, and until the next video, I'll see you soon.